Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. So, this is huge. Huge improvements. We were looking at Kieran McKenna as the front runner to become the next Chelsea manager, but we now have another front runner in the name of Roberto Zerbi. So, guys, in terms of that, we're going to talk today about why I think he's a good enough manager and why I think there are some concerns in him becoming Chelsea manager. So, let's get into this, starting off with the fact of he is not a yes man. He is not a yes man, and that is an issue in itself for Todd Bowley, Bededik Bali, and Feliciano, because they want a yes man. They want a yes man that's going to say, okay, I'll do everything you say and I won't do anything that I want to do. In terms of transfers, in terms of footballing philosophy, in terms of scouting, in terms of the credibility of the players that we're buying, it is a problem in itself. De Zerbi's not a yes man. He is just like Pochettino in many senses. He's got backbone and bite. And as we saw towards the end of the season, Pochettino had backbone and bite, and that's what got him eventually to mutually agree to leave the club, because they saw no fit way into continuing that partnership. So when we look at that, we have to think, is it going to be another one of those issues? It could be, but we'll leave that for now and we'll continue on with what else is good about Zerbi and what makes him a good manager. He plays fast, fluid football. His football is incredible. They play out from the back. Brighton played out from the back when he first came in, and he got them playing wonderfully with Casado and Alexis McAllister playing really close together in that double pivot, which really helped. It looked phenomenal. And for me, I think that was wonderful. It was wonderful to watch, and that's why they got 6th place. This would they go 6th place last season before last, and Europa League football. But this last season, it was not as great, but it still worked. His footballing philosophy was still there. I think he had a few issues with the Brighton board of not buying the right players and not buying the experience that he wanted, but that's okay, because he's left, and then he's in this situation now where he could become Chelsea manager. He used the 4-2-3-1 style formation, and we use that. We use that in abundance. He inverts the wing backs as well, which again is very, very good. Pochettino inverted Cucurella towards the end of the last season, and it worked a charm. It got us 5 wins on the bounce, and so I think we can continue that form with Cucurella inverting. I think it helps us in the long run. A couple of points to note that he has used Caicedo before. Will he get the best out of Enzo? Will he get the best out of Jackson? And he's worked with Mudryk before as well. So will he get the best out of Mudryk? We don't know. That is a big question that we have to ask. He's got lots of young players at his disposal, but he could get some experience in, which would help the squad. And then there's the question of Sanchez. Robert Sanchez fell out with the Zerbi last season before, and that's why he was sold. He wasn't the Zerbi's ideal goalkeeper, and so therefore he was sold off, and he's come to us and he's not had a great start. Let's be real. So will he want to keep Petrovic in goal, or will we buy another goalkeeper and sell Sanchez? I don't know. He's a no-nonsense manager. He is a no-nonsense manager. He will not take crap from the players, which is great, because it means that we can progress. It means that he will be the one in charge, because we've lacked that managerial backbone, and where players have taken over the dressing room and managers have lost the dressing room because they've had no fight and no backbone to them. Now, for me, I need to see a manager that's got fight and bite to him and wears his heart on his sleeve when it comes to football and footballing philosophy, because that's what we need to see. Let's talk about just generally, like, he's charismatic. He will get the fans on side, I believe. I do believe that there is a tension between the fans and the owners at the moment of Chelsea, and that is an issue in itself. So therefore, can we continue with the anguish, will the fans get behind him? I don't know, but I do think he will get some of the fans on side. Hopefully he does. In terms of De Zerbi and himself as well, he speaks very openly. He spoke openly about the situations at Brighton. He spoke openly about players, and what they were doing, how they were dealing with things, and how he wouldn't have players in their squad if they didn't want to be there. So that's great. He knows that if there's a player unhappy in the squad, he takes them out of the squad completely. He has that authority already in him, which is great. My only concern about De Zerbi is the fact that he has only got very little experience in European football, in terms of the Champions League and the Europa League and Europa Conference League. He's only got that small bit of experience, and that's a worry. But I think you can only get experience by going into those competitions as a newbie. And I think it's important that we take the time to realise that we haven't had that European football for a while now. It's been hard. But now we've got Europa Conference League. So I think with De Zerbi, I think we'll be alright, because this Europa Conference League is an opportunity for him to just get some European experience under his belt as a manager. He had some experience with Brighton in the Europa League, and then he had some with Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. Excuse me. I think he is going to be okay. I think if we can win the Europa Conference League, he would be fine. He would be absolutely fine. But let's just see what happens. In terms of other things, his team is very attacking. He's very quick. He's very dynamic, and he scores lots of goals. But they also concede lots of goals, which is a concern. But we do have a new set piece coach coming in, and hopefully that will help. Hopefully that will sort of get us back on track, because we conceded a lot of goals from set pieces, free kicks, corners, etc., etc., and that's a problem. So, in terms of De Zerbi as a whole, do I want him as a manager? It's not that I don't want him. It's the fact that the manager market is quite poor, and he's the best option of the lot. If I was to say wait another season, I would have said keep Pochettino another season. Let his contract run out, and then look at the managerial market next summer. But unfortunately, we're in a position now where the club has made its decision, and now we've got to ride with it. So, if De Zerbi's the best we've got, then fine. Come into the club. You're welcome. We'll welcome you in. And you have my full backing as a Chelsea manager, because we've got to back this manager. We've got to back the next manager, because the next manager is going to be in here for the long haul, I think. I don't think this sacking and rehiring and firing is going to continue. In terms of that, he will sign a long-term contract, I think. And we'll see what happens in the summer in terms of transfers, and who can we bring in. I'd like to see us bring in a striker. I think De Zerbi will want a striker as well to back up Jackson and to lead by example over Jackson, and to try and get Jackson that confidence and building. Because I think Jackson can turn into a wonderful striker. It's just giving him that confidence and that ability and that bit of someone to come alongside him and pat him on the shoulder and say, this is what I want you to do. This is what you do. This is how you do it. So in terms of that, I think it's important. But we need to sign another defender. I do think with Thiago Silva leaving, I think it's important that we just get another central defender in for that experience and that strength in depth. Goalkeeper, I think we need a new goalkeeper. I do think we need someone to either fight Petrovic for his number one position, or be his number 2. But I don't know. I mean, if I had a choice, it'd be Emi Martinez from Aston Villa, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's got Champions League football. We haven't. This is a completely different ball game. But apart from that, I just hope the Zerbi gets on alright, and I hope that we can have a good season. If the Zerbi comes in, of course, because it's still not 100% confirmed yet, guys. It's been out all over Twitter that he is the front runner, and it's all over Sky Sports and everything like that. So hopefully he does come in. Hopefully he does a good job. And if he does a good job, then may it continue. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this channel out as much as possible. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about the Zerbi being the front runner for the job. And would you have him at the club? And if not, why? Let me know. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Take care, guys.